So the big question is this: why is caring crucial when choosing a partner? Today, I share a revelation from my recent vacation to Cuba. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Oh, Cuba. Cuba was so beautiful and a much welcome break from the Canadian winter. So David and I set out for 4 days, and it was a lot of sitting by the pool, sitting by the beach, and just really soaking in the sunshine, which I have missed. On one of those very, very sunny days, chilling by the pool, I had the pleasure of sitting with a lady who had been married for 30 years. And we got talking about marriage, and her wisdom about love and companionship was both simple yet profound. Her secret? Choosing a partner who truly cares. Wow, I wasn't expecting that one. So today I want to go deep on the fundamental importance of caring in a relationship and all of this wisdom I was able to glean from this amazing lady. And I will share what happened as we went on that vacation and how things progressed. So, met the lady by the pool early hours of the day, and then later that evening, David and I joined her and her husband now to have drinks. So it was an informal setting. We were just chatting and having fun and having a good time. But as we were chatting, she was observing David and I. She was noting all the small gestures and exchanges between us. And a couple of hours into it, when the two men had walked away to get drinks or whatever, she leaned in and whispered to me, "He cares. You've got a good one." And, those words really resonated with me because it really highlighted the essence of what really makes a relationship endure and flourish. And I know you might say, but why is caring so vital? Like, caring is just caring. Everybody cares. No, and not everyone cares. Caring goes beyond just mere affection. It's the bedrock of trust, respect, and understanding. It's about feeling valued, being seen, and being supported in every way possible. When a partner cares, and these were some of the things that she had told me, they're really, really attuned to your needs. They are so concerned about your happiness. Your happiness is their priority. Your well-being, everything that has to do with you is a priority for them. They will constantly make sacrifices. They will go over and beyond. They will compromise, not out of obligation, but because they truly care, because they want to see you happy, because they love you. It was such a profound revelation. And for me, I always took it for granted, just thinking that if you're with someone, of course they care. But on further reflection, I've been with people where, did they like or love me? Maybe. Did they really, really care? Not really, because things that concern me wasn't really of importance to them, only when it had to do with the relationship or to do with them. So it's really, really important that we understand what caring is, and we can recognize a man who truly cares. So how do you recognize a man who truly cares? Well, it's simple. It's in the details, right? It's not in the big professing of love, I love you. No, it's in the way he listens, not just to hear you, but really listening to you, right? It's in the way he remembers things about you, things that are of interest to you. It may not be interesting to him, but because it's important to you, it becomes important to him. He remembers those things, right? It's about them being there when you need them, without you having to ask. It's them constantly saying, how can I help? What can I do? What do you need? It's in the respect that they show you, not just in private or not just in public, but they show to you and even to everyone around them. It's just who they are. They are just caring people. Caring is also about consistency, right? Not leaving you guessing. Sometimes he's here for me, sometimes he's not. No, because we all know that in the early days of the relationship, in the dating phase or the honeymoon phase, when emotions are high and everybody's in their best behavior, it's easy to pretend to care. So at that point, caring is really, really possible for everyone because they're constantly there. They're in your face. They're showering you with love, with appreciation. But it's not about the beginning. Is it consistent over time? Do they still care when you're going through the dark moments, when the relationship is struggling and going through the dark moments? It's something I always used to say to Davide, and I used to question myself because I'm like, okay, so when we do have a fight, like a serious argument, I always ask myself, I said, but okay, I know you're mad at him now, but you love him though. And the answer is always yes, because no matter how mad I am at what he's done, it doesn't change how I feel about him. I still, like, if something was going to happen to him, I would still feel it. Like, I still don't want anything bad to happen to him, right? So it's not just about the honeymoon phase or when the times are good. It's about the times that you're not so great, the times that life is not going so well for either of you. Is the person still going to be there? Are they going to be consistent with the way they care about you? So this lady really, really spoke for 2 days. We spent 2 days together, and it was just very encouraging because I felt happy that I had found someone who really cares. And now I could really tell the difference because she kept pointing it out to me. Like, he would do certain things and she would say, you see, that's a sign. Like, it was just so magical. And Davide didn't know any of these conversations. I still haven't told him. Maybe he's going to listen to this podcast episode and know that. But I didn't tell him what he said. So, because I didn't want him to start acting. Right. So I just let him be himself. And she would just whisper to me and just say, you know, here's what you should do, or here's what has worked, or here's what maybe you want to try. It was just beautiful. And so I really want to emphasize this caring attribute. Look out for a man who cares very early on. Very, very early on. Because if he doesn't care in the beginning, it's only going to get worse. He's never going to care. But if he truly does care, regardless of whether the relationship proceeds or it doesn't, but he really just cares, then you've got a good one there, and maybe there's potential for it to grow into a beautiful, healthy, loving relationship over time. Like I said, it's not just about choosing somebody who makes you happy, makes you giddy in the early days. That's great, but you also need somebody who's going to be there to calm you and provide the comfort that you need during the storms, right? Somebody who wants to celebrate your successes as if it was their own. That is so profound. Somebody who wants to stand by you with unwavering support, whether they believe in what you're doing or not. It's like, I got you, I support you, I'm here for you. Those are the things that you really, really want to hear. Those are the telltale signs to really know if someone, male or female, cares. It is important that both parties care in a relationship. It's such a vital, crucial attribute to look out for. So I thought I'd just share that as we return from our trip early hours of this morning. So I'm still a little bit tired. So I missed out on recording for the last couple of days, and there's still a lot more that happened in Cuba, and I'm going to be making episodes about those because even though, yes, it wasn't just all sunshines and bliss, Davide and I actually had, it wasn't a serious fight, but it was very, like, he hit my trigger so badly and I just went boom, 0 to 100, 2 minutes. So I'll talk more about that in next episode. And so that you know that it's not about whether I'm perfect or he's perfect or that our relationship is perfect. It is not. We still have our challenges. We still have our trials. We're just trying to figure it out one day after the other. But the most important thing is just knowing that you have somebody who supports you, who sees you, who really wants the success of the relationship and is not willing to just say, oh, I quit, call it quits at the mere presence of a little scuffle. So yes, it's been a beautiful time in Cuba and I'm happy to be back, but I just thought I'd shoot this quick message, this episode about caring because, hey, caring is so important. We often take it for granted. We think that everybody cares, but not everybody cares. Make sure that you're looking out for somebody who cares. And that, as always, you're also someone who cares because you cannot attract what you are not. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you've had an amazing week so far. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. And remember, no matter what, never give up on love. Till next time, sending you love and light.